Who we here with?
Jessica Kier Moore, Detroit Poet Laureate.
Nick Speed, Detroit producer, MC, and artist, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on. You know, we're about to be at Movement next week, and we wanted to talk to some people that's going to be on the stage. So appreciate it.
I'm excited. You know, I got two days. Saturday with Hot Wax and Stephanie Christian and Lauren Johnson, incredible drummer, and we're doing this great track called Freedom that's coming out this month. But on Monday, my brother and I, Nick Speed, are doing the Movement stage. We're bringing on Carl Craig with a great song that Nick produced called "Not for Sale."
It's an honor. It's an honor, man, to be on stage with the great Jessica Kier Moore, man.
Thank you.
And on the main stage.
Yeah.
With Carl Craig. What a pleasure and an honor.
No, we're excited. Yeah, it's my first. You've done Movement. It's my first time.
Yeah. Oh,
Congrats.
man, that main stage. That was really the biggest stage that I ever did, man. Honestly, like for me, with Juan Atkins when I did it with
Juan, come on. So we're gonna pay homage to the Detroit techno pioneers and house music pioneers, and then we're gonna do something special. We got an incredible sister, Queen Gabby, coming to dance with one of her dance partners.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's like she's with the Detroit Pistons JIT team.
Yeah.
But she has started actually. We did Movement together about 10 years ago.
Wow.
And that was her first time on the Movement stage.
And I'm gonna learn a JIT move. I'm practicing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be DJing in the back like, oh,
no, that jitting gets serious.
It's
It
gonna
get
be
real
beautiful.
serious.
I'm excited.
No, they are serious. They serious about that jit.
Oh yeah.
We're excited.
Oh yeah.
So look, we gotta ask y'all, what's moving y'all? What's moving you first? Let's start with you.
What's moving me, what musically or just in life?
Either or both.
Man, you know, just being alive, man, and family and love and friendship and good food and you know, stuff like that, man, and having a great home to go back to and, you know, great music and creating and expressing myself, you know, and love, man, again. You know?
Love. Shout out to love.
Yeah.
Shout out to
How about you?
love.
What's moving you?
What's moving me? My city moves me. You know, Detroit is my muse. I made a feature film. He looked like a postcard. It's a homage and a love letter to my city. The music I'm making, the album I'm working on, the house that Poems built, it's about me, but it's also about my relationship. Like I just got back from Venice. Like I'm in the world all the time traveling, and I represent Detroit everywhere I go. And I'm real blessed to be able to call this place home because you can be everywhere, but where you from is something. It's something that the reason why I'm able to do. Why I went to New York in 5 months and I just, you know, swallowed up New York. But that's because I was from Detroit, you know what I mean? I remember, what's his name? Not Talib, but Q-Tip used to say to me every time I ask you a question, you say, yeah, I'm from Detroit. Like that's how I answer. That's how I describe how I walk in the room. Right. Like I'm from Detroit and y'all know what that is.
Yeah.
And being a Detroit poet is different. Being a Detroit Poet Laureate is a complete honor. I'm only the 3rd Poet Laureate in the history of the city. And it's really important to keep that program moving because I get to connect and show people in the world, in the literary world, that's really undervalued a lot in the city. So I'm trying to push the literary arts more. I want to wrap this people mover in poems and haiku. What moves me is my son, who I was talking to you off camera about. My son, King Moore, has an incredible record with his band, The Commune. I think he's next up. Him, like a lot of my friends, like Robert Glasper's son and a lot of Jazzy Jeff's son. There's a lot of us got babies that have been around us, and they're connecting and they're making music. But I'm just proud of him. He wrote this really beautiful record. So I'm excited to be executive producing my son's 19-year-old son's record for the first time. And he's been around great people and great musicians his whole life. And like people like Mike Banks, you know, has been like a mentor to my son. And so excited. But you know, there's so much chaos happening in the world. There's so much negativity and divisions and things are happening, and I'm connected to that energy as well. But art is the way that we survive that. Like art, even though arts programs are being cut like all the time, if I didn't have that to fall back on, if I didn't have poems, I don't know what I would do. And so that's moving me. Art.
On God.
Sorry for my long answer.
On God. You spoke about like that Detroit pride. Like how has Detroit shaped y'all as artists?
Man, look,
Wow,
we got
come
Detroit
on,
clothes on right
man.
now.
I can
But
take my clothes off and show my
yeah,
tats.
I couldn't let Jess out Detroit me today.
Yeah, it's got Detroit
So I came
flag.
with the flag, you feel me? The
Yeah.
Ford jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to match it up with the Detroit swag, you feel me?
How different is it to be like a Detroit producer than a New York or LA producer or ATL producer?
Well, you know what? I think the difference is I feel like I have an advantage of there's so much music that was created here that I could be inspired by and I could pull from that they might not have never heard before. So I can use sounds from, you know, the 60s Motown era that was not on Motown, but it's still very soulful and just as great. Or I could use sounds from, some techno music that's underground and it might be one of our favorites in the city or maybe never been heard before, but I can find inspiration and I could convert it into, some inspiration for the next generation.
Right.
Yeah, and then I know you do poetry, music, you do DJing. So tell us a little bit more. You said a little bit earlier, but like, what are you guys doing at Movement, and why is what you're doing important to you?
Well, I'm the first poet to be booked at Movement, and that's different because I'm a Detroit poet, which is, as a Detroit poet, I think poems, and I've said it, that poems belong everywhere. And it's the only festival I had done, and I was like waiting on it, kind of pushed them like, what's up? I did a jazz festival last year with Jeff Mills and Jason Moran, and we destroyed. It was just one of the best impromptu performances of my life. The audience felt it, and I earned it. And so I'm excited to we are doing something dedicated to Detroit. It's all Detroit heart. From the lyrics, we're doing something special right before Not For Sale that I'm not gonna even talk about because y'all just gonna hear about it. But we're definitely paying homage to the city, and I'm honored to be doing Movement. I talk a lot of shit, but I really am honored to be doing it, and been waiting to do it for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think one of the things that me and Jessica have in common is our Detroit pride. Like we love Detroit so much, and just to be able to dedicate anything to the city on such a wide array of eyes, you know what I mean, and such a huge audience. And then, on top of that, man, Movement itself as a festival has changed my life. Like I actually probably was at maybe the first, second one or something like that. But
remember when it was free?
Yeah, it was free. And it was
I remember when it was free.
They claimed that it was like 1 million people down there.
Yeah.
But I was actually able to perform on stage with One Below.
Shout out to One Below. We just recorded a record together.
Yes, we did the other night. And so 2002, I know for sure I was on stage, but I believe he was on stage in 2000. I was a teenager, and so I've been doing this festival for 26 years.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of the. I mean, as far as I know, and it really. When I discovered that people came from out of town to buy Detroit music, I was like, wait a minute, I have some Detroit music.
Right.
So then that motivated me.
You got something to say?
Yeah. So it motivated me to actually put out my own product and sell my own thing.
Oh, wait, talk about our product.
Oh, man. So look, we have a brand new
We got a song coming out.
Breaking news, everybody. We have a
limited edition.
Yes.
45.
Yes, 45.
It's beautiful.
Record. It's a clear record. It's a beautiful look, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get one. We're gonna sign them. We're gonna sign them all. They're gonna be gone.
We don't have that many.
Yeah, they're called Not For Sale.
Yeah.
But they are for sale.
They're for sale.
Yeah,
and
Not for long. Not for long.
And they might be gone by the time we get to Monday because I'm doing a DJ set with Detroit Diaspora on Sunday afternoon as Jay Sicka. So I'm doing a little DJing on Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah.
Which I love. I do love. I'm a selector.
Yes. And the artwork came out beautiful. Who did your artwork?
Oh yeah. Oh, and my friend Theron, shout out to Theron, my brother in LA, graphic designer. But yeah, it's yellow and vibrant, and it looks so pretty. We get it. They arrive tomorrow. So shout out to vinyl. We got vinyl coming.
Yes. And I just sold out of my last record player. If anybody didn't know, I made my own record player.
One Below bought it.
Yes. He bought the very last one.
I'm so mad.
So that was a beautiful thing that I was like, man, I finally sold out of my record players. So I sold over 100 record players that I created from Detroit. I think I'm the first black-owned record player company.
Oh, can you make some more?
got it.
Yeah. So we got the next batch coming. Next batch is coming. I do them in 50s.
Okay.
But the first 50 went so fast because I did it for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I put each year. So if you were, let's say you wanted 1993.
Right.
You were the only one with 1993.
Oh, that's gangster.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So they were all, hand numbered.
That's Detroit. That's Detroit marketing.
We're gonna put it together. You know what I mean? So the next batch we're gonna think of something clever for that one, but
I love it.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Fire.
Not For Sale. Get the record.
Yes,
Fire.
please.
So y'all, it seems like y'all been doing this for a long time. How do
Oh,
y'all,
yeah.
how have y'all like, how do y'all stay inspired? Like the more that y'all get into y'all journey to keep creating.
We're still alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, you know, the thing is, like, I've been full-time poet for 30 years, and you know, I recorded with lots of rappers and made music and stuff. And but the most important thing I have is my imagination. So my opera opens in December at the Wright Museum,
Oh my
Wild
God.
Beauty. So I'm a librettist, and I have an opera opening, and I don't, you know, I've got a house music, my first house and techno record coming out this year. I got a record with Jeff Mills, but that was Jeff, and Eddie Folks record. This is my first time having a full poetry, spoken word record with all house and techno, and mostly all Detroit producers. Yeah, my brain doesn't. Your brain don't stop when you're creative. You know, maybe when I'm like 107, I'll like slow down. But right now, there's just so much to say. There's so much happening in the world, and like you said, love is important. Like I'm grounded in love. I love people, and I love sharing my voice for other people. And I don't know how to stop doing
like I
what
want
I
to
do.
share like this incredible experience that we're having right here with the rest of the world. So therefore, I'm gonna find a way to do it, and then, you know, I'm just a hustler too, so I'm gonna keep thinking of different ways to. But it's not even about the money, but it's just like
I don't have a backup plan though.
Yeah, it's right. So you know,
I
therefore,
don't. I'm like, I don't
since
know
I
what
don't
else
want
to
to
do
work
at
for
this
anybody, I just rather figure out a way that I could
No.
take this experience right here and share with the rest of the world, and show them why it's valuable.
But it's important for like people who are like maybe in their 20s and whatever, and you're trying to figure out how do we make a living, how do we do the thing that you love. When I go talk to high school students, I'm always saying don't get a job. And you know, the administrators be looking at me, don't tell them. I'm like, don't get a job. I was like, get a dream, get a passion, something you love, and put everything into that. You know what I mean? And then trust me, it will come to surface.
You don't gotta tell me twice. I done quit like 4 jobs in the last
Every
2
time
years.
somebody says that, he's like, oh yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, jobs are corny, man.
Because every time, like.
Is the Renaissance Center Station.
Is that
I don't know.
Gotcha. See, look, that was
That's
see,
gangster.
that was, did we get that? Yeah. Good.
Okay.
You feel me?
All right. All
Like, in
right.
New York, it's not a big deal
Real
because you're like
Detroit.
underground, but like we're above ground, so I'm like,
Why would he do that, bro?
Look, this is real. That was a real Detroit moment right now.
No, for real. Bro.
So that's why we was glad that we got
I know what
that.
I do.
especially the way he said it. Got y'all that.
That was childish.
That was some real Detroit stuff right there, man. Because New York, they wouldn't even blink.
Right.
Well deserved. Crazy.
So, all right. So, look, final question that we have
Final question?
is what is both of y'all next stop?
What's our next stop?
Our next stop.
In the world?
In the world today.
Wow.
Oh, for,
the Grammys.
Well, actually,
The Grammys
Yeah,
is my
yeah,
next
yeah.
stop.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
putting my
yeah.
record up. Yeah, the house that Poems built. We Are Scorpio was my rock and roll album. It was too much for the spoken word category. They're overwhelmed by the rock and roll of me and Stephanie Christian. So the house that Poems built, I'm submitting it for the Grammy, and I plan on bringing a Grammy home for Detroit.
That's right. That's right. That's a new category as well.
Yeah,
And then
next
when I was
stop.
speaking to the people from the Grammys,
Yeah.
I was trying to brag and say, yeah, I'm doing something with Jessica Care Moore. They was like, oh, we know Jessica.
Yeah, tell them to vote. I don't need you to know me. I need you to vote.
Yeah. So you know, so
That's a stop.
yeah. So
This other stop.
my next stop today is I'm doing Lincoln Factory
You got
tonight.
a gig tonight.
Yeah, I'm at midnight. I'll be playing at Lincoln Factory, and I have about 8 parties this week.
He's not.
So
stopping.
I'm
It is
doing all
movement
the
week.
after
That's gonna
parties.
be a
It's
big
movement week.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
This
like-
is my biggest week of the year right here.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm
always.
excited that I got one day with you.
Yeah. You're gonna.
I
hey,
got the
more,
biggest day.
More,
I got the
whatever.
biggest. I got the biggest.
Yes. Thank you to
Yes.
Jessica Care Moore for making the biggest day of the week of the year. For
That's
me.
amazing. Anything y'all want to end it off on?
Man,
Wow,
we
just so
love y'all.
thank you. I
Keep
love y'all.
supporting
Thank you
this.
for doing
Thank
this.
you.
I think it's
We-
awesome.
We glad that y'all
The
are
people
able to.
mover is the people is moving
Yeah.
on the people
Yes,
mover. It's
literally.
really dope.
We're here to move people, man, and you know, thank y'all for supporting us, for helping us
Yeah.
maintain, keeping our dream alive. You know what I mean? And live
Yeah,
our
come dance
dream.
with us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
come here.
Yes, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see y'all set on
Yeah,
on
like so
Monday.
excited.
Wait either, man.
Yeah, I'm practicing my jit.
Yo, listen, it keeps replaying in my brain. Well, I can't even cut it off now.
Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah,
Yeah.
Go and the song will be out. So
Yeah,
the song will be
yeah,
on
yeah.
digital
I
platform.
can't
Awesome.
wait.
We'll be there.
We appreciate it.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm coming to pick one up.
You'll get more than one.
Yeah.
We will be there in attendance.
Yes, thank you.
Man. Appreciate
Thank y'all for
y'all.
having us.
Thank
you
y'all.
so
Thank
much.
y'all.
This is history, baby.
People
On God.
moving.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing drops.
Let's do
Next
it.
week, Justin Fillmore, what up, though?
Hey.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.